A local college professor has determined there is no American dream, and he's getting international attention for his study that shows the American dream is an illusion.
New tonight, CBS 13's Steve Large is at UC Davis with what the professor says individual success is truly based on.
Well, this professor says that whether or not you can get ahead in America is as predictable as any formula. In fact, he says these are the formulas for social mobility in the United States. And there's nothing to dream about here.
America has no higher rate of social mobility than medieval England or pre-industrial Sweden.
UC Davis economics professor Gregory Clark is sharing his research as a hard truth with no hope.
That's the most difficult part about talking about social mobility, is because it is shattering people's dreams.
Clark crunched numbers in the U.S. from the past 100 years.
It's YIT equals XT.
His data shows the so-called American dream, that hard work leads to more opportunities, is an illusion, and that social mobility here is no different than the rest of the world.
The status of your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren is going to be quite closely related to your average status now.
UC Davis students I spoke to dismissed the findings.
The parents' well, it has an effect in one's life, but it's not the ultimate deciding factor.
I don't really think that's true.
Professor Clark has heard the naysayers before.
Do you find your students arguing with you?
Oh, my students always argue with me. But I think the thing that they find very hard to accept is the idea that much of their lives can be predicted from their lineage and their ancestry.
Stuck in a social status. It's no American dream. Professor Clark says it's the American reality.
The good news is that this is coming from an economist, because economists are used to being unpopular. And so we're the right people to bear this message that, yes, the world is a limiting place.
There is one caveat to Professor Clark's study showing the American dream is an illusion, and that is that for any one of us, there's always an exception to the rule.
Well, Professor Clark's study was published by the Council on Foreign Relations, a think tank specializing in U.S. foreign policy and international affairs.